Good morning, beautiful collective. I hope you are doing well this morning. And I hope your holiday was well and that it went smoothly and that there were no confrontations or arguments that were unsettling. I do hope it was peaceful for you. And I hope that you received many blessings of love and support. However, we know that this isn't happening for everybody. And I've been thinking about those entities on this planet who consider themselves chosen ones. Not necessarily the chosen ones who are of love and light and who wish to bring healing to this planet, but the chosen ones who feel they have the privilege and the right to annihilate entire races, entire portions of life from the map. They believe that they're speaking for God, but they're not speaking for the God that I know. And so I would like to know what's happening, what's going to be the result of this. What is going to be the result of these ones who annihilate entire regions of life from the face of the planet and who feel that every entity on the planet is here to serve them. I would like to know, how is this going to wind up? How is this going to turn out? And I decided to do it a little differently. I decided to give you my face because make it a little more personal. I've been reading or watching some other readers out there, and they do, and so I figure I'll just try it. Make it a little more personal. Spirit, what does the collective need to know about these specific entities that feel they have the right to wipe entire regions of life off the planet? So we've got the Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles and the Upright. So there is a big breakup happening regarding this new cycle. A divorce, a breakup, an abandonment, or a bereavement. There's so they could be suffering some negative circumstances regarding this new cycle. I mean, it appears as though others are experiencing these really bad negative cycles, but here it shows that there has been a breakup of some sort. Like maybe they have lost their status in this upcoming cycle. Like maybe they're no longer going to be who they think they are. What's the challenge here, Spirit? The Tower and the Upright. So there is a massive change happening now or very soon. This large change can strike fear. So it's a disaster, an awakening. It could be that the disaster that they've been bringing to others is going to be landing on their door steps. Or maybe they're challenged by actually bringing this circumstance to others. Like maybe they're challenged by a tower. So it could be that they're experiencing some upheavals in their own experiences, in their own lives, some setbacks in their own plans regarding this new cycle. And in the subconscious, we've got the Nine of Cups and the Upright. So they see that there is a wish come true. This Ace of Pentacles is a wish come true for somebody. For the collective, somebody in the collective, and they want it. They want this stability, this luxury. So they're bringing loss and sorrow to others in this new cycle, but they're challenged by a tower that they themselves could be experiencing. And in their subconscious, they see this wish come true, this Ace of Pentacles, and that's what they're going for. They're creating all this drama and all this chaos and death, trying to get this Nine of Cups in this new cycle. They're trying to steal divine inheritance, basically, from a specific region of beings. In the recent past, the Magician reversed. So they aren't able to manifest what they thought they were going to be able to manifest by bringing this destruction. They're a bunch of narcissists who planned very poorly because they're so arrogant, and they've been accustomed to using manipulation against people and it working. And so that's what they're doing here, just reworking the scape, trying to gather the divine inheritance of a specific region in the planet. That's all this is. A gathering of wealth. Expectations and intentions, Spirit. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this card in the upright is fear, depression, nightmares, trauma, despair. But it came out in the reverse. So they weren't able to bring the deep-seated fears that they were hoping to bring to the people. They wiped out entire regions. They exercised their authority and they flexed their muscles and showed their might and their power. But it didn't bring the deep-seated fears to the hearts and minds of the people that they thought that it would bring with this magic. They weren't able to manipulate the consciousness, the field of consciousness, to create this deep-seated fear. In the near future, okay, we've got the King of Wands in the upright. King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire, natural leader, visionary. So we've got a natural leader coming forward in the near future. Very capable and confident in their abilities. They have a clear vision of what they want, and they will enlist others in the actualization of those. And they will overcome these challenges. Whatever these challenges are being presented here, they're overcoming these challenges. And so we've got a leader, King of Wands, in here coming forward. In the lens that they're looking through, Ten of Cups in the upright. So they see that there's divine love. This Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning that is a Nine of Cups, it's also a Ten of Cups. And the King of Wands is here as the leader of this new cycle. And those who thought that they were chosen and who have been wiping off entire races from the planet, stealing divine inheritance, they're going through a tower right now. You may not be hearing about this in the news, but they're having a tower. It looks like they may be suffering a loss too. They're looking through the lens of divine love and blissful relationships. It's an idyllic state where all your dreams, wants, and needs are being met. This is the divine inheritance they were stealing, that they were going after. And I'm not talking about who they're fighting against. I'm talking about the people of the region, the children. It's their divine inheritance that they're going after. Their Ten of Cups. In the environment, what is it that everybody can see, Spirit, about this? We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and the upright. So this is about financial growth and solid foundations, wealth security. It's about wealth security and financial growth. So yeah, there's this Ten of Cups, this wealth security, financial growth, achievements, a good investment, responsibility. And it's about conservation. It's not about extravagance, which is what they're going after. They're going after extravagance. So this King of Wands is coming in and he's managing this Ten of Cups. And it's going to be done in a very responsible way. Hopes and fears, Spirit. What are the hopes and fears for these ones who feel as though they have it all? The Chariot and the upright. So they could be going somewhere. This says they're overcoming trials and regaining control. So we'll have to clarify who this is. But to me, this is the King of Wands, the new leader coming in and managing this Ten of Cups. So yeah, because these ones who have been wiping entire races off the planet, I mean, and not just humans, okay? It's all the life. All the life. It's a severe trespass against the divine called life. What is the outcome, Spirit? What is the outcome, Spirit? The Four of Cups in the upright. Re-evaluation. Contemplation, a disconnection. Passing up on stuff. at being apathetic. It could be a meditation, contemplation, could be a reevaluation, or it could be a restlessness, a disconnected boredom, like somebody is no longer able to pull the strings. At the bottom of the deck, we've got 8 of Wands and upright, so this is going to be happening very quickly. Very, very quickly, this is happening. But not according to these violators of life. Their manipulations aren't happening. They were intending to cause deep-seated fears and turmoil for all life, showing their might, you know. But it looks like they might be getting their asses handed to them. I don't know. With this tower, let's see. You're not going to hear about it in the news, most likely, because there's a lot of folks who were behind it. Okay, so we've got 5 of Pentacles is, so somebody's accepting a loss and they're in sorrow and having to move on to try to find peace. They're having setbacks regarding this new beginning of abundance and manifestation, regarding this financial opportunity. They're having setbacks. There's an entire community here that could be an upside down community doing things to try to bring about a loss and extreme sorrow for an entire people. Of course, that's what they're doing. An entire community of people is bringing suffering to another region's new beginning. A whole upside down community is bringing a 5 of Cups to this Ace of Pentacles, or they're having difficulties manifesting what they thought they were going to do because they're challenged by this tower. Whether it be the tower that they caused for this whole community that they just wiped off the planet, or whether it be them receiving like. It's about this unexpected income. There's divine inheritance. So they're challenged by this unexpected income, this Ace of Pentacles, this new cycle. Somebody's got unexpected income here, and they're going through a tower, or there's unexpected income. So there's a tower to their income. The unexpected income that they thought they were going to be getting, perhaps, is in a tower, like they don't get it. They don't get it. In their subconscious, they're thinking about this wish come true, this satisfaction, life of luxury. They don't want to go to court, or they're trying to stay out of court. They don't want to go to court. There's something about court here. A community suffering personal setbacks regarding a new beginning, challenged by a tower, and around this unexpected income. They're subconscious. They're thinking about a wish come true, and they're trying to avoid a court, like spiritual court. They're trying to avoid spiritual court. In the recent past, they did some dark magician stuff to manipulate a situation. Narcissist, very egoic. They may not have entirely trusted themselves to pull this off. Poverty. They were trying to cause manipulation, to cause poverty for others, spiritual poverty. I mean, obvious physical poverty, because they wiped all life off of an entire region of the planet, so they wanted it to be in poverty. So that's what they did their magic for, was to eliminate all life from an entire region of the planet. That's what they used their chosen one skills for, was to bring poverty to an entire region. And their intentions and expectation was to cause deep-seated fears for people. Wealthy man, stuck in his head, all like, I'm all powerful, I have all this material wealth, I am God, whatever. It could be that this one is now experiencing some deep-seated fears and inner turmoil regarding this whole scenario. And we've got the King of Wands in the near future. So, looks to be like a new leader. And a main female. Something about a main female. So a King of Wands and a main female here. This could be a husband-wife team. Coming in to manage this Ten of Cups. So these ones who destroyed the new beginnings for an entire region, they're not getting the Ten of Cups. They wanted this Nine of Cups, but they're not getting the Ten of Cups. This is going to the King of Wands and this main female, and that isn't this community. Or that wealthy man. We've got an immature woman here with the Ten of Cups. She's got her eye on it. She's probably from this community of people. In the environment, we have a financial growth, a good investment, and wealth security. And this false person isn't going to get what she was expecting. What she was expecting isn't going to happen. So there's a victory and a journey for someone regarding a marriage. That could be this King of Wands and this main female here. And there is a Four of Cups in the outcome. So there's either a reevaluation and meditation or restless disconnection regarding a courtship. There's a mature man here. So this mature man who is with this upside down mature woman, they were all over this 10 of Cups, this 9 of Cups, this unexpected income with what they were doing. And there's a quick and the swift change coming about for these ones. They're disconnected from the courtship. So there is a marriage. Their hopes and their fears, they're afraid that this marriage is going to happen because that's going to be a victory. This King of Wands and this main female, when they unite, when they get married, it's over for these ones. And the King of Wands and the main female, it looks like they're aware of each other. They're here in the same position with each other. So there's a community of people, a whole community of people who brought loss and sorrow to a whole nother community of people regarding the new beginning, the new cycle, the divine inheritance, and the change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, so things are changing, and they're trying to control the divvying up of the divine inheritance. So they're eliminating entire people and life forms from a specific region, hoping to absorb that inheritance, to take it on for themselves. That's what they're intending to do with this upside down magic. They're intending to put that entire region in a severe state of poverty and absorb the blessings for themselves. That's how this works. Or that's what they've been doing. How do you think these people get all their wealth? It isn't because they're working on anything that's beneficial. So a whole community of people came against a whole other community of people, decided to take them out, wipe them off the planet, and steal their inheritance. And we've got them now challenged by a tower regarding this unexpected income. And success. They're challenged by the fact that whoever they came against knows that there's no greater goal than to love. And they want that inheritance, the inheritance that comes with knowing that there's no greater goal than to love and to be loved. That's where the inheritance comes in, and they wanted it, so they decided to go in and level it and take everybody out and then absorb that divine inheritance for themselves. That's what they were expecting to do. They have this 9 of Cups in mind, and that's what they were expecting to do. They were expecting to take the divine inheritance of an entire region, and not just the humans that live there, but all of the life forms that live there, all of the wealth, the essence, the divine essence flowing through that life. and now they're trying to avoid court. They're in grief now. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. They're in court. They're in spiritual court. What they've done is absolutely atrocious. And I'm not the writer of the laws, and I don't know all the laws. Okay, I'm learning this myself as I go along, but they're in grief because apparently wiping out entire regions and trying to absorb their divine inheritance when they are a loving people. I'm not talking about the people that were ruling them. I'm talking about the innocents, the children and all of them who just wanted to love and be loved. This is their inheritance that they're trying to steal. And they're in grief now. They're in court. Or they're trying to avoid court. They're in grief over this Nine of Cups. This wish come true. This new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles. It could be in spiritual court. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of this soul that benefit me and others. So they do. They have gifts that benefit themselves and others, but they don't use their gifts to benefit others. They use their gifts to bring poverty to others, to bring insecurity to others, to bring lack to others, because they're a bunch of narcissists who feel that they deserve it more than them because they feel that they're the chosen ones. And I don't know where they got that idea. They could have had a specific contract many thousands of years ago that they reneged on, or that they didn't honor, and I'm not going to go into that right now. There's a whole story about that, but I won't go into that right now. So anyway, the intention and expectation was to cause deep-seated fears and inner turmoil for all these people. And it could be that they are now experiencing this wealthy man. This wealthy man. There's something about service here. I feel good when I can help others. Well, this doesn't fit unless the magician's intention was to bring about deep-seated fears for an entire people, and that there is a wealthy man here that is now in service, who feels good when he can help others. There could be a wealthy man here who's in service regarding this situation. This wealthy man could be this King of Wands that's coming forward in the near future with this main female, this leader, entrepreneur. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah. So it could be that whoever this main female is experiencing some doubt, but she, because maybe she doesn't know all about it. It could be that this is all coming together, and that this mature woman reverse, is here trying to claim this Ten of Cups that belongs to this main female and her King of Wands. She's here trying to claim it. Oops. Oops. So, we've got adversity out here in the reverse. So it says, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. So it could be that this mature woman reversed isn't able to bring adversity regarding this Ten of Cups. She is, it looks like she's kind of been, they've taken that, she doesn't have that opportunity. And we have here that we have a financial growth and wealth security. There's a false person here who is expecting it. A false person is expecting, but she's not going to get what her expectations aren't going to materialize. And then we have honesty. It could be that she needs to expect truth from herself. I cannot always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. You know, it could be time to tell herself the truth. I don't know. And in the hopes and fears, so there, we've got a journey, a victory. There is a marriage. This marriage is happening. Oh, and these ones are envious about it. Wow. Look at that. They're envious. I'm just going to pull these off the bottom of the deck because that's the story right there. These false people, they're envious because you're living a life of gratitude and you're committed to love and you know what your purpose is. Your purpose is to love. And their purpose, obviously, is to annihilate entire regions and try to steal the divine blessings. They don't earn their blessings. They steal them. That's how they get them. Because they have that knowledge. So we've got somebody is restless and disconnected. They might be feeling a little bored. They're reevaluating this courtship. So yeah, they're afraid that this marriage is going to happen, and it's a beautiful marriage. So they're reevaluating this courtship now because they know that this marriage is here between this King of Wands and this main female who is still suffering a little bit of doubt regarding all of that, you know, all of the suffering, all of the doubt, all of the harm, all of the chaos, all of the bad intentions, you know, like where is it coming from? How do you stop it? Where do I, you know, she's probably asking herself, where do I stand with this? And so whoever it is that's here feeling restless about this courtship, they're not courageous. They don't have the inner strength to face it. And in the outgoing energy, we've got somebody trusting their intuition. A mature man. Coming forward with swift change. This is it's all about divine unions and divine inheritance at this time. There's a new cycle, it's a new beginning, and so as we see the destruction, it's just where it's a realignment of wealth in the world. And you can see that by countries donating massive amounts of monies to other countries. It's a reappropriation of wealth. And they have a plan. They know what they're doing. This is a reappropriation of divine inheritance, which isn't their right to do. That's God gives these gifts to people, and then these ones come in with their magic and they flip it. And they steal it, and they think that they're the chosen ones because they outsmarted God with whoever their loyalty is. You know, they switched loyalties or whatever. I don't know, but they decided that they outsmarted God, and now that they can steal all the divine inheritance for themselves and rule this world as God, taking the divine inheritance from whomever and wiping out whoever. That's arrogant. Justice is going to be served here. there will be change for this entire community who brought a Five of Cups, all this sorrow to somebody's new beginning. They're challenged by a tower surrounding this unexpected income that belongs to people who know that there's no greater goal than to love, and they're protesting because they're running out of time, or maybe they ran out of time. They were inadequate. Their efforts were inadequate. They were coming after a Nine of Cups, a wish come true, emotional stability, contentment, a life of luxury and gratitude. You know, God gives these gifts to people who recognize that there's no greater goal than to love. And then these ones come in and try to take it because they feel that they're whoever they are now aligned with and in allegiance with feels that they can overpower God and divvy up the divine blessings according to their own will. So they're in spiritual court. They're in grief. They may be losing something in order to figure out how to appreciate it. There is an inner peace and a meditation regarding the people that remain. They are probably very much in prayer and meditation right now. This dark magician who was being manipulative, trying to throw these entire people into poverty. He wanted to steal their beautiful blessings of relationship and marriage. That could be their connection with the divine. They could have, this could have been a sacrifice where they made a deal to give all that sweet love to whoever they're in allegiance with through this murder. And they intended to cause a whole bunch of inner turmoil and mental disturbances for people, and they did. They were working with the supernatural against these people to bring about deep-seated fears and inner turmoil and disturbances with the supernatural. And there's a wealthy man here who feels good when he can help others. This wealthy man could have seen all this death and destruction and all the fright that it caused, and that it led the people into a greater need for self-love. And he's coming in service to the people. Because there's no harmony, no stability. Things aren't okay. So there's this leader is coming in, and he's already picked his partner, who's releasing the need to know all the answers. She's released the need to know all the answers. I don't need to know. She says, I don't need to know this mess. Judgment and justice belong to my king, right? So, things are not okay. There's been a whole bunch of bullying going on. And this could be happening to the main female right now who's experiencing doubt. She could be undergoing a lot of bullying right now. It could be that she's not okay. That she's being bullied. She's being bullied by these ones because they know that she is his choice, and she's not okay, and she's being bullied. And here comes the King of Wands. And this upside down mature woman who can't bring adversity to this Ten of Cups is going to be having an accident, or she's in danger of some sort and needs to use caution. There is financial growth and a solid foundation that this false person was expecting to happen, and she needs to be honest with herself. She's not going to get it. She's not going to get it because this main female has received aid. She can't take the place of this main female. This false person can't take the place of this main female and marry this King of Wands. They're bullying her, and she's not okay. They're bullying her, and she's like, she's releasing it. She's releasing it all, and she's receiving aid. She's receiving a kindness. This marriage is moving forward with love and purpose and gratitude, and this has people envious, and they're furious also that they weren't able to interrupt this union. This union that strips them of their authority to wipe entire races and species from the planet. They have way overstepped themselves. Arrogance. They don't get the blessing. They don't get the blessing. They don't have any courage. They don't have a blessing. And they are restless and disconnected regarding this courtship that's coming up. They're stuck in their pride. They're stuck in their pride. This relationship is fated. This upcoming marriage is fated, and it's very lucky. And it's supported by many alliances, and it's a vow. It's a sacred vow between people and spirit. See how there's food offerings and everything out there? This is a vow. This is a relationship, a proper relationship between spirit. These ones who are playing God and wiping out entire species and races from the planet and absorbing that divine inheritance that God aligned for them, they're taking it, they're stealing it. They're losing. They're going to lose everything. Doesn't look like it right now. You probably won't hear it in the news because they control the news. They're guilty. There's lying and cheating and maybe both. There will be a confrontation and they will come clean. Justice will be served. They're protesting. Of course they are. They're protesting. They're having anxiety. They don't know what's going to happen next. They're having anxiety. because they know they're under judgment for what they did. They wiped out an entire race of people who knew that there was no greater goal than to love. They put over these people a terrorist organization and used that organization as an excuse to wipe out these people and to steal their divine inheritance. And now they're suffering a tower. They're protesting, they're out of time, and they're having anxiety. There's a wish come true for these that's theirs, and they're focusing on their inner peace. There's a lot of grief. These ones are in court, grieving. They're guilty. They wanted to bring all this grief and all this grieving. The double grief is what they wanted to bring to the people in their news cycle. They wanted to bring them double grief. And things aren't working out the way that they thought that they would. They're in the courthouse. Now they need an exit plan for the games that they were playing. They just play at love. They're not serious about love. They just want the wealth. Alone. Alone. You feel like you're alone. They wanted the people to feel like they were alone. They wanted them dead. They wanted them frightened. They wanted them disturbed by the supernatural with deep-seated fears and inner turmoil. They wanted them to feel all alone. But instead they focused on their self-love. They turned inward. They did what people who know that there's no greater goal than to love do. They turned inward and they loved on themselves. When the world hated them and did its very best to tear them apart, they turned inward and loved themselves. And God, that's what they're doing. This main female, this partner of the King of Wands, she's being bullied right now. She's not okay. These ones, they're keeping secrets, or their secrets are coming out. The secrets are coming out, what they've been doing to this main female. Their secrets are coming out. The truth is coming out as to what they've been doing to this main female, bullying her. So there's this Ten of Cups, there's this upside down mature woman trying to bring adversity, but she's not able to do that anymore. She could be having an accident, or she could be in danger of some sort. Her world could be crumbling for what she did or tried to do. Her world could be crumbling, and she may have to leave. She's taken it as far as she could go. This main female has received aid in this news cycle. She's received mercy and kindness, and she's moving forward into this this financial growth and this new routine, which will bring wealth, security, and solid foundations for her. This false person has to be honest with herself. She's not going to get what she was expecting. Sorry, guys. Stick my tongue all out there. So sorry. I'm used to hiding my face. So now she wants to escape this false person wants to escape, they use love as an escape. They know what they deserve. They know what they deserve. And rather than settle for what they deserve, they wipe out entire regions and then steal that divine inheritance and then continue living a life of wealth and luxury even when they don't deserve it and they weren't given it. So they really feel as though they have outsmarted God because they've been getting away with this and living lives of extravagance and power. And they've been using love as an emotional escape and using it as a means to gain wealth. They could be going somewhere far away. Their fear is that this marriage is going to happen and that there will be a victory. Love will have a purpose. They're so envious of these people who live life with gratitude. They're furious that they weren't able to put out their flames. They weren't able to sacrifice their light to whoever it is that they pray to. It can take many flames to try to find the right one. So they've put out many, many flames. They've put out so many flames trying to steal this position of leader. And it's ending. It's ending. They're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go. We're making a fresh start. They don't have any courage. They don't get the blessings. The courtship is happening, and they are disconnected. They can't do anything except think about it. There was a blind spot that they were unaware of. They got caught up in the whirlwind and they couldn't see what was really going on. They thought they had it made in the shade because they were all stuck in their pride. And they were trusting their own inner voice, and their own inner voice was in alignment with something other than the one who gives divine blessing. And so this mature man now is realizing that he's going to be experiencing some swift changes. He's a thief. This mature man is a thief, and his counterpart has got a message of concern. Yeah, double message. There's messages out here. Everybody knows about it. They got the message that all this information could have been delivered to the courthouse. This proof over what happened in a family room, bringing endings and death to people. Yeah. Bringing bad health to people. It's going to put them on a journey. They're going to have to go away for all of the toil and labor that they did to try to put people in despair. They wanted people in despair on the distant horizons. And that's what all of this work was for. They wanted people in despair. And there's an official person who's very concerned about what they've been doing. And a main male who can't get this main female out of his thoughts. He's a putz who he's in with these ones. And now he's under adjudication. He's under adjudication because he tried to steal the wealth that belongs to these lovers who are of high honor, who have earned great fortune and great gifts and ownership of a house, okay? Because the work that this privileged lady did, this main female, opened a pathway for change. And these ones who came against the children are going to be imprisoned. These ones who came against this new beginning and the divine light of the innocents will be imprisoned. Okay, well, you know, this is very controversial. I try not to use specific words. I don't want to target any specific religion or people or any of that. I see a circumstance and I just wanted to read the circumstance, and this is what it shows. Okay, I'm not religiously affiliated with anybody. I am very disconnected from that chaos. I simply wanted to see what Spirit has to say about it, and it looks like we got our answer. I'll see you on the next one.